Hey everybody, it's the interview queen Alicia Toot here, and you are currently watching Just Alyx, a safe space for wrestling fans just like you. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video and every other video that is posted, and of course pick up a t-shirt as well. There's so many goodies, some great exclusive content. You might even find an interview with someone that looks a little bit familiar on the page, but he's fantastic, just such a good person. So I really hope that you guys, like I said, hit the button, subscribe for plenty more fantastic wrestling content. Interview queen out. Mwah.
Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Hello all. Welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx. And no, your eyes do not deceive you. This is indeed an Impact Wrestling, TNA Impact Wrestling Slammiversary review. I think this might be the only show I've consistently reviewed, at least for the last 10 years. Maybe I missed last year's Slammiversary, I might have. But overall, I don't think I've missed a Slammiversary. I haven't reviewed all of the Bound for Glory shows, I know that for sure, but there's something special about this particular pay-per-view. And tonight, when I heard it was going to be the 20th anniversary as a fan of old school TNA and a supporter of wrestling, including Impact Wrestling, I said to myself, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do this review. Let me go ahead and buy the show. I had the money, so I went ahead and saw it. And, you know, just give it a shot. You know what I mean? Like, I might actually like it. I might actually get involved with Impact Wrestling again and start doing weekly reviews. Sad to say that's not the case. Not because I thought the show was bad, per se. Okay, so let me be real with you. 100% transparency. I almost didn't want to come up here. I was either going to not come up here, just delete the live broadcast, or come up here with no grades. I actually considered not having any grades for this show. Because ultimately, it's a nostalgia show. Pure nostalgia. Now, if that's something that you love, if that's something that you look for, that you live for in terms of wrestling, then okay. When it comes to me, nostalgia's great, but give me a little something for the future. Give me a hook that will keep me coming back for more. And I don't think they did that tonight. I thought the show was solid for what it was. A nostalgia show. But in terms of a show that will get me to watch more of Impact Wrestling, it didn't do that for me. All it did was remind me of the good old days. How awesome Impact Wrestling, Impact TNA used to be. And where it is now. I thought the wrestling overall was... Wrestling was good. Overall. There was a couple of matches in there that were, oof. But for the most part, I loved the Ultimate X match. I'm always going to love the X Division. Always. That has been my favorite part of TNA since I started. That's what got me into TNA, the X Division. But I love that Ultimate X match. Absolutely loved that Monsters Ball match. I thought Moose and Sami Callihan killed it. Thought the main event was just a nostalgia match. That wasn't fair. Eric Young, Josh Alexander, the Walking Weapon. That was a nostalgia match. You basically just impersonated all of the TNA legends and had them use all their moves, and I was just like, that's not fair. That's cheating. That's like Edge and Orton when they had the greatest match of all time. Not really, but it was just them going back through history using all the finishers of all the legends. And I'm like, that's cheap. Great, but cheap. And then we had a Queen of the Mountain match, which we'll talk about it. We'll get into it. And then, of course, everything else we'll definitely hit on. I just feel like, ultimately, if you are coming into this show with fresh eyes, as in you've never watched a single episode of TNA or Impact Wrestling, I don't think it did a good job of hooking you. This show was specifically made for already Impact Wrestling fans and the fans who left. If you are a fan of the old school TNA, back in the days with the Samoa Joes and the Christopher Daniels and the AJ Styles and the Jeff Jarretts and the Stings and the James Storm, the America's Most Wanted, and the, oh my God, I'd be here all day. I'd just be here all day. It was a good trip back to the past for us, the regulars, not just the regulars, but the fans who stopped watching and who want to reminisce on the past. It was a good show for that crop of people, but it was not a show to get new fans. And I thought that was a missed opportunity for Impact Wrestling here. But that's just my opinion. Again, I told y'all I didn't want to come up here and, give you guys no grades. I just kind of wanted you guys to have it for what it was, a nostalgia show. So if you loved it, cool. I see people saying it's the show of the year. No, it's not. It's not for me. It might be for you, but it's not for me. I still think, like, ultimately the show of the year has got to be either, I think it's Revolution or Double or Nothing at the very best. I don't really see anything else topping those shows, but I even thought Hell in a Cell. I thought Hell in a Cell was a good show. I'd put Hell in a Cell above this show. Yeah. That's just my opinion. But, okay. Let's just go ahead and get into the actual review. If you guys haven't already, lost your shit in the comment section. We're going to go through all the matches. We're going to talk about the stuff I liked, the stuff I didn't like. And then afterwards, we'll go to the live chat and get your thoughts. But thank you for choosing to join me for this particular episode, for this particular review. There are other people here reviewing the show. So, you could have chosen them. You chose me. And I appreciate that. So do me a solid favor. While you're here, please like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. If you're watching this after the fact, you can donate using Super Thanks, but those of you watching me right now, why don't you join the membership today? Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at Just Alyx Central. Also, give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, but ultimately give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast. Get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. And yes, please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America, cause it's the remix t-shirt made by Ishtronox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And you know what you could also use? Because I was just thinking. One thing that nostalgia does overall is remind you of how things once were great, but now they're not so good. See this wallet? It was once great, but now it's old and torn up and worn out. You don't want to be this. You need something new, something fresh. You need a Josh Alexander in your life. You know what I mean? What you need is a Ridge wallet. Get you a Ridge wallet, a metal Ridge wallet, or a metal phone case. Now you're gonna ask that. You're gonna ask the question, Alyx, how do I get me a Ridge wallet? I'm glad you asked. Let's get a quick word from my sponsor, and then we'll get to some shoutouts. Today's video is sponsored by The Ridge. Are you tired of traditional leather wallets wearing out? Are your phone cases cracking way faster than they should? Perhaps you're a minimalist and are searching for something more small profile. Well, The Ridge is here to help. The Ridge offers metal-plated wallets and phone cases that will last you a long time. Quality materials come in aluminum, titanium, and carbon fiber, making it hard to damage and long-lasting. Its slim design allows you to carry it anywhere, even in the smallest of situations. Each variant has a strap or clip to fasten your money, as well as an expandable card holder that holds between 1 to 10 cards, including credit cards and IDs. Today, if you click our link and use the coupon code RAWCognizance, you can get 10% off your first purchase. That's ridge.com/rawcognizance and the coupon code RAWCognizance in all caps. Stop carrying worn down bulky wallets and flimsy phone cases. Get complete control of your belongings today by contacting The Ridge. Alright, so I am looking at, oh wow, 130 people live. Well, y'all showed up for the Impact stuff, huh? Okay. I do have an Impact Wrestling crowd. That's interesting. Well, thank y'all for being here. 130 people watching me live. Hey, like the video. Like the video, and if I have a good turnout for this review, I might be inclined to do a review for Bound for Glory. That's my deal to you. You show up, you comment, and you interact and get this a lot of views. Sure. Absolutely. I'll come back up here in October and do a Bound for Glory review. Sounds good? Awesome. But while you're also here, show some love to the moderators, Ultra Shaw 97, 5-star Heart, Eliza, Demian, Godzilla Hawk, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. And I'm saying hello to YouTube member, The Polar Phantasm. Good to have you here, man. Are you the only one so far? I think you might be the only one. Let's see who else shows up. But thank you to The Polar Phantasm for making me a part of your day. I don't really see anybody else, so let's get to the shoutouts. Hello to the following. Khalil does everything. Everything, including watching Impact Wrestling, TNA Impact Wrestling. Jordan Galam, Billy Ray Allen, Sam 3. We got Nintendo Porn Company, wait for it. Spiracy! I hit that one pretty hard. We got, let's see here. Chase H21, who thought the show was meh. I mean, at least you like it, you know. YouTube member King Mike Tugs is in the building. Good to have you here. We got Peyton Samuels. Good to have you. Who thought the show was an 8 out of 10. All right. Okay, that's not bad. Nick, is it Brunner? Like, it's Runner, but with a B. Nick Brunner. Hopefully I say it right. King of Heckle Mundo in the building. We got Dreamer Slain. Dreamer Slain, you've been showing up a lot to my streams, sir. Keep it up and I might get you a nice little name tag or nickname. Brian Gatz in the building. Craig, ooh, I'm going to get this wrong. Craig Craig W. How about that? I was like, sorry, I looked at that last name and went, great, Reginald Scott, Daniel 310. We also got, let me see, Ant-Man Nationwide T. Marcus is AEW. Or Marcus is All Elite. How about that? And the last one's going to go to Jaquan Loggins. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. While you're here, do me a favor. Here's my question. When you think about TNA, when you hear the term TNA, what's the first wrestler that pops into your head? TNA. Who popped into your head? Let me know in the live chat or in the comments. Very curious to know what y'all have to say. But yeah, let's go ahead and get things started. Let me pause super chats. they were already paused because no one donated. But let me make sure it is paused. And then let's get to the show. I don't want to keep you guys here too long. I just want to get right to it and talk about the show. So we're just going to go match by match. We're going to talk about things I liked, things I didn't like. I'm not going to lie. I didn't see the Digital Media Championship. But I did see that Rich Swann beat Brian Myers. I think, I was going to say Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, he's out on injury, right? I think he tore his bicep. So he's going to be gone for, that's a massive injury. He might be out for a long time. But yeah, Rich Swann is the current Digital Media Champion, and he won his match. Then we had a reverse battle royal. I remember those. And Shark Boy won. He's still doing the Stone Cold gimmick, which is, whatever. So, that was the pre-show. I didn't see it, but I know what happened. Those of you who did see it, let me know if it was even worth going back and watching. Alright, let's get to the main show. And I thought the opening package was great. It was good going back through history. Mike Tenay. Every time I hear Mike Tenay, it just takes me back. And then Don West. Don West, who is currently dealing with, what is the condition called? Is it brain lymphoma? Lymphomia? I think it's lymphoma. Lymphoma. I think I said it right. I can't be sure, or I'm not too confident I said it right, but he's dealing with a brain condition. And I think there's a GoFundMe out. So, if you guys can donate, after the stream is done, I will be donating whatever I can to help him out, because, come on, that's Don West, y'all. See, let me talk about Don West. Everybody, I remember back then, too. I remember back in the day, when we were watching TNA, what made Don West and Mike Tenay one of my favorite, to me, one of my favorite commentary teams is that they loved everything about TNA. They were excited. They came to work excited. They showed you with their passion how much they enjoyed what they watched. And because they were excited, you were excited. There are too many commentators nowadays that don't even like their work. They don't even see it as something they love doing. It's just a job to them. That's what I feel like when I listen to Michael Cole. Pat McAfee is different. Pat McAfee is a fan, and you can tell he loves the product, or he at least enjoys the product. Everybody else on that show, Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, they just feel like wooden dolls. They don't love this. I got the feeling with Mike Tenay and Don West that they loved TNA. And how the fuck could you not love TNA back in its heyday from 2004 to at least 2009? Oh my god. Oh my goodness, TNA was fire. Fire. Not fire, but fire. It was fire, man. So, hey, we gonna see what we can do to help out Don West. What I need to do is put the link to the GoFundMe in the description box. I'll put that after the live stream. So if you're watching this afterwards, it's already down there. But those of you who are looking for the link, just give me some time after the stream, and then I will post it in the description box. Or someone who's watching me live can do it for me. Just Google it, post it in the live chat, and that would be really awesome. Sorry, I had to talk about Don West for a minute, because that's important. I thought that was very important to talk about, because he is a great, great commentator. Now, Ultimate X match for the X Division Championship. A bit disappointed that Jack Evans was not in the match. I honestly didn't know he got hurt. When I saw Andrew Everett come out, I'm like, where the hell is Jack Evans? Like, did he get hurt, or did he no-show? Like, what the fuck? And everyone told me he got hurt last night doing a 630, and he botched it, landing on his neck. He landed on his neck, and it was during, was it a CZW event? I think so. Yeah, he botched the 630, landed on his neck, and people were telling me he walked out on his own 2 feet. But to be safe, they took him out of the match. And I thought that sucked. I thought that sucked because when I think X Division, top 5, AJ, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, Chris Sabin, Jack Evans. Jack Evans is one of the greatest high flyers I've seen walk through that 6-sided ring, which they should have brought back tonight. God damn it. Why didn't y'all bring back the 6-sided ring? See, for me, the show was a great callback to the old days of TNA. But at the same time, there was a side of me that's like, we should have gone all the way with it. We should have went back to, what was the studio called? The Universal Studios in Florida. Should have went back there, got the 6-sided ring, like really gone all out with it. Now, I get that's hard right now, but I think maybe sometime this year or maybe even next year, they can do a TNA one-night only show where we can rent out the Universal Studios, bring back the 6-sided ring, maybe talk to WWE, bring in AJ Styles. You know what I mean? Bring in AJ Styles. Maybe talk to AEW, bring in CM Punk. CM Punk also wrestled in TNA. I'm not making that up. He actually did. And maybe we do CM Punk and AJ Styles in the main event. Damn. I'm dreaming now. Okay, it's not gonna happen. That's gonna be a lot of shit. Good luck doing that. But like, I just kind of think, oh man, we could really, really go a lot further with this nostalgia stuff. But in terms of nostalgia, I thought this Ultimate X match was pure nostalgia. Like, I love the fact, first off, I thought Speedball Mike Bailey was great. My favorite performer out of all the people in this match, and Kenny King, always gonna love him. He's awesome. Alexander is great. Andrew Everett, I know he just got there, but he is a really good high flyer. Of course, Ace Austin was the champ, but Speedball Mike Bailey and Trey Miguel were my favorites. Trey Miguel was my ultimate favorite, but those two were like, whoa, oh, these boys bad. Really good stuff. So you had all of the crazy spots, people falling off the X, Hurricane Ranas. It was well done. It felt like an X Division match. It was well executed. It was fast paced. It was a popcorn fest. And I know a lot of people wouldn't like the match if you're old school minded because there wasn't a lot of selling in here. Fuck it. Fuck that shit. Not everything needs to be old school wrestling. Let it be a popcorn fight. That's exactly what this was. And it was an awesome popcorn fight. I loved this match. Took me back to the days when the X Division killed everything. You knew when the X Division came on, nothing was going to surpass it. You just knew. You just knew that nothing would surpass the X Division match. And as soon as this match hit, I went, well, let's go home, because nothing's going to get better than that. But here's the thing. I love that. One thing about the X Division is that even though it was always better than anything else, it always set the bar and pushed the other matches to be better than that. You get me? You knew when a Samoa Joe or an AJ Styles or a Christopher Daniels went out there, you knew damn well nothing's going to beat this match. There's nothing going to beat this match. But you always watch the other matches try to beat it. You always need that division. You always need that core set of wrestlers that are always going to push the rest of the roster to be better. And I thought these guys did it. This was an awesome opener. Really enjoyed it. And Speedball, congratulations. You are the new X Division champion. Really, really cool about that. So, question before I move on. What's going on with Ace Austin? So, he's a part of the Bullet Club now. Was that something that happened off screen? Like, did it happen in a different event? Which event did that happen? Because I don't remember him always being a part of the Bullet Club. Because when he came out, I was like, when did he join the Bullet Club? Has he always been a part and I'm sleeping? Y'all let me know about that. I just thought that was interesting. Also, one more question. Do they still have option C? Like, can you cash in the X Division belt to get a shot at the world title? Did they get rid of that? Because if they still have that, I I think this will be interesting, you know? All right, so loved it. Okay, people are telling me it happened at Dominion, which I haven't seen. All right. No. They're saying it happened at the Super Junior tournament. Oh, the Super Junior tournament. Okay. Why did he say Dominion then? Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, let's move on to the rest of the show. So, after the X Division match, we had a match that didn't quite live up to the standard of the X Division. But let's be real. When you saw who was in the match, could you blame him? Let me back up, actually. So, Sting had a video package where he paid homage to his time in TNA. And Sting, I was very surprised at how much... Let me just put it to you this way. I remember when Sting first came into TNA. And I remember when he first came in, he said, look, I'm not going to get back inside the ring. I'm just here to say hello, to tell you guys thank you so much. I'm not going to do it no more. I'm too old for it. I've done my time. Let me move on with my life. And I remember the talks like, man, I don't know if Sting can still do it. For the life of me, that man not only did it, he surpassed all expectations. All expectations. That was one of the few times where a nostalgia act winning the world title was awesome. It made the most sense. Now, it got a little ridiculous as time went by, because it's like, all right, why are we going back to Sting for? We don't need to give him the belt all the goddamn time. But a nostalgia act like Sting having that, does he still got it kind of story, that to me was great. It was great seeing that. And still to this day, Sting is killing it. I cannot believe in his 60s, he's still having great matches. Sting is an all-timer. He is an all-timer. And I gotta give credit to TNA. I do believe they revitalized Sting's career. Because after the fall of WCW, he was one of those people that got left out in the cold. And he doubted himself. He didn't think he was good enough. TNA brought him in. And it revitalized his career. It revitalized him as a performer. And it revitalized his legacy. So, yeah, I thought that was a great, it was really good seeing Sting come out and speak well of TNA Impact Wrestling, because they did help him out a lot. Let's move on to the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. So Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. Love me some Taya Valkyrie, who I think is a toot-tie. Knockouts champ, and or is she 3? Is she 2 or 3? I'm pretty sure she's a toot-tie Knockouts champ. But she also has the featherweight belt, right? From MLW. Was it MLW? Well, she has 2 belts right now. No, take that back. She has 3 belts because she won this match, so she has 3. But before she won this match, there were 2 belts. It was the MLW and which was the other belt? What other belt did she win? I'm thinking it's a different company's belt. Was it CZW? Y'all tell me down below. Well, you had those 2. You can't go wrong with Rosemary. Rosemary's great. Then I saw this tag team between Tenille Dashwood, the former Emma from WWE, and my old arch nemesis, Madison Rayne. If we go back through our history and you watch me review Impact Wrestling TNA, you will know that I do not like Madison Rayne. I thought she was a waste of space. I thought her matches sucked. I thought her character was boring. And I thought they gave her way too much TV time and way too much credit. And I was like, get this woman off of my goddamn screen, because she is not good. Here in 2022, I still feel that way. Why is she still a thing? Why is Madison Rayne still getting TV time over all these women? Why? Who asked her to come back? She sucks. Her selling in this match was garbage. It was awful. I don't give a damn. I did not like it at all. If you was going to bring somebody back, why not Gail Kim? What's Gail doing? She's just chilling, right? She could probably still do it. Thank you. She's the AAA Women's Champ. So AAA and MLW. I appreciate that. But yeah, like, when I was watching Taya and Rosemary get in there and try to make Madison Rayne look good, I was like, oh, that's not good. Oh, man. Now, Tenille, or Emma, she was fine. You know, I've always thought Emma was a good wrestler. And in this match, she just fit right in, really. But, come on. Madison Rayne is still a thing. I'm so happy they took the title off of them. Break up this tag team. Have Tenille go on a singles run. Go for the women's world title. See how well you do. The Knockouts world title. But nah, man. Like, I was not a fan of watching Madison Rayne. And she did hurt this match. But doesn't matter because Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary are your new Knockouts World Tag Team Champs. Now, I got a question. How many women do they have in this division? Do they have enough women for these tag team belts? Because it kind of feels pretty thin. I don't mind them having tag team belts. I'm just curious to know, do they even have enough women? You get me? But yeah, it is what it is. Congratulations, Taya Valkyrie, who now holds 3 belts. And, little tidbit here, Taya Valkyrie did call out Thunder Rosa. Taya Valkyrie wants a piece of Thunder Rosa's ass. Giggity. But for real, I want to see that match. The wrestling match, not... I want to see the match. Leave me alone. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure... I'm trying to remember that Taya Valkyrie is a 2-time Knockouts champ, right? Let me know, because I'm certain she is. I might be wrong about that. All right, moving on. So that match was decent. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. I just thought Madison Rayne was a mess. So Kurt Angle paid homage to TNA in a cameo video, a literal cameo video, like the website cameo video, like I use. Hey, Kurt Angle still paid homage. It was good. But let's get to my second favorite match of the night. It was this Monsters Ball match between Sami Callihan and my boy Moose. Moose. Oh, I missed watching Moose. Moose is so good. He is such a good performer. I feel like in terms of the overall package, I think he's the best talent they got. No offense to Josh Alexander. I think Josh is a great wrestler. But in terms of, like, you asked me who's the best wrestler right now in TNA Impact Wrestling, it's Moose. It's Moose, man. He carries himself like a champion. He performs like a champion. His matches are great. He's athletic. He can tell a story. I love the fact that they, unrealistically, but still, had them wait in a dark room for 24 hours. And I'm thinking to myself, so did they have a toilet in there? What if they got hungry? Maybe, did they have, like, water? Like, did you just lock them in a room for 24 hours with no water, no food, no toilets? So if they had to use the restroom, what did they do? Did they just... Jesus Christ. Ugh. Nasty. But, yeah, okay, sure. I'll suspend my disbelief for now. All right? But I do like the idea that you put them in a very stressful situation before going into a very violent match because it makes them more violent. I like the concept. I just think 24 hours? Like, all right. Monsters Ball match. Sami Callihan, Moose. Violent, crazy. You had it all. Tables, blood, yeah, barbed wire, doors and barbed wire all over the place. You even had thumbtacks. Yes, you had thumbtacks. Yeah, man, this was a great match. Oh, man, if you are a fan of hardcore wrestling, if you need that itch to be scratched, this is it for you. And I do appreciate that we had a variety on this show. We don't get that a lot. There's a little bit of something for everybody. That's something AEW does very well, too. They give you a variety of hardcore matches and you know, technical wrestling matches, tag team matches, character-driven matches, and nostalgia. You know what I mean? A little bit of everything. So I really enjoyed this match. This was great. And you know what? if Moose was gonna lose, this was a great way to have him lose. That boy took how many pile drivers on thumbtacks? Like 3? Jesus Christ. I loved it though. I thought it was a great finish, and Sami Callihan came out looking better than he went in. I thought this match made Sami Callihan look like a beast. And it maintained Moose in that level of importance. It felt like Sami Callihan had to bust his ass to kill Moose. And in doing so, it made Sami Callihan look better. So, I thought, honestly, real talk, this probably should have been the main event. Because everything after this didn't come close to it. Because I didn't talk about the crowd yet. I wanted to save it to the end, but nah, I gotta do it here. I gotta be honest, I wasn't a fan of the crowd. I thought the crowd hurt the show, honestly. They were very quiet. Very quiet in matches that I thought they should have been a lot more louder in. Now, there was one particular match they were quiet in, I'm not gonna blame them for, but like these next matches, the tag team match between the Briscoes and the Good Brothers, that was a good match. They were quiet for that match. Some people are going to say they were worn out from the Monsters Ball match, which, okay, but still, like, that was a good match to follow. I don't know. I just kind of feel like they kind of hurt the show when they were just kind of just sitting there, especially during matches that were actually entertaining. But yeah, the Good Brothers, or Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, ended up beating the Briscoes. Yeah, they beat the Briscoes to become, I think, 3-time tag team champs? Multiple-time tag team champs. How about that? So Good Brothers are now the tag team champs again. Interesting. Is that going to tie into Forbidden Door next week? Probably. I think it is, actually. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think at the end of Forbidden Door, multiple members of the Bullet Club are going to be champs. That's what I think. That's what I'm going to assume. But yeah, that's the only reason I see giving them the belts. Let's see here. Tribute to Mike Tenay and Don West. Oh, man. I need to go back and watch some old school TNA just to hear them. I might go watch that Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles match. You know, from Unbreakable. You know which one I'm talking about. The classic triple threat match. Alright. I can't move on to the next match without talking about what came after the tag match. Because after the tag match, you had Cowboys and Rednecks, all my friend. My boy James Storm came out with Wildcat Brendan Walker. What? What did I say? What? I said it right. Chris Harris. Wildcat Chris Harris. Who's Brendan Walker? I don't know who that is. The America's Most Wanted tag team came out, and I was like, oh, come on, man. Come on. They look good. Seriously, can we get that TNA show? Let's get TNA One Night Stand. Okay, TNA One Night Only, TNA One Night Stand, fuck it. Fuck Bound for Glory. At this point, seriously, hear me out. Bound for Glory, if you want to call it Bound for Glory, whatever. TNA, Nostalgia Show, One Night Only, TNA Originals versus the current roster. Talk to WWE about getting AJ Styles. You can get him. They're not using him right now because they're stupid. You can get AJ Styles for the show. I know you can. Just talk to the right people. Hopefully, if Vince isn't in charge in the next couple of months, Stephanie will be in charge and she'll be a little bit more lenient. But yeah, seriously. See if you can get AJ Styles for that. And then do Originals versus the new crop. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, if Kurt Angle's in good shape, bring him in. Because that retirement match with Baron Corbin was garbage. It was garbage. Bring him in and have him do one more match. Like, there's so many things you can do. I really want them to do a nostalgia show. But most importantly, bring in America's Most Wanted. I know you can't bring in Bobby Roode, although they can't. You know what? Fuck it. Bring in Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, Don't call me Bobby Roode. Bring him in. See what we can do, man. I'm serious. Like, I really want them to do a nostalgia show with TNA. It would do big business for everybody. All right, let's move on. I'm getting excited. We got the Honor No More versus Impact Wrestling 10-man tag match. It was Eddie Edwards, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, Vincent, and PCO with the lovely Maria Kanellis taking on Motor City Machine Guns, that being Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, Frankie Kazarian, Nick Aldis, who I think is main eventer walking for any top wrestling promotion. And then, of course, Dixie Carter, who came out to announce the last person. Yeah, you thought Dixie Carter was going to wrestle. I still remember her getting put through a table. Loved it. I still go back and watch it. Be honest, you go back and watch that table spot where Bully Ray put her ass through a table. It was glorious. I will defend, I will give in till I'm victorious. It was glorious. It was awesome. Go back and watch it. It's still up. I promise you, it's got 1 million views, probably plus. It was awesome. Anyway, she came out. She was all like, "Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you for showing up. Oh my God, thank you for buying a t-shirt, supporting us for 20 years, blah, 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 blah." So I'm here to introduce the final original. I'm thinking Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels, right? He'd be great. He'd be an awesome original. No, not Christopher Daniels. Maybe Abyss. Maybe they talked to WWE and got Abyss. We got AJ. Maybe we got Abyss one night. No? I wonder who it is then. Davey Richards. What? Davey Richards. But he's not an original. I mean, EC3. I mean, I would have taken EC3, honestly. Like, goddamn, at least if you're gonna... That was my thing. It was like, I mean, if you were gonna do that... Because I'm thinking, when you say original, I'm thinking at the very least 2007, 2008. Now, TNA's been around since 2001, but original, I think, all right, 2008. That far back. Davey Richards came in like, what, 2014? 2015? I don't consider him an original. I mean, if you're going to bring him in, why not bring in EC3? I'll be the top 1%. Hell, I would have taken Right Star Spud. There's so many things you could have done. You could have done Matt Hardy. I figured the way and classify myself as obsolete. Dag nabbit. You thought Davey Richards. And yes, I know they were tag team partners, him and Eddie Edwards. But I'm like, whatever. This match was alright. It was solid. I was just like, really? Davey Richards? Who cares about him? Who the hell wakes up at night going, "Oh, I wish Davey Richards would return back to TNA. I wish Davey Richards would return back to TNA. Okay, come on, give me back Davey Richards." Who wakes up wishing for Davey Richards? Like, who? I can't, man. But yeah, the match was solid. I'm not gonna hate on it. Good wrestling. I just didn't care. TNA Originals won when it got really good. Cause then you had my boy D'Lo Brown came out with Kenny King. Oh man, and then Tracy Brooks. Let me tell y'all something. Tracy Brooks. Woo! That's a woman. Kazarian. Good on you, man. Good on you. But, man, like, Davey Richards? Thanks, Dixie. Bring back Bully Ray, put your ass to a table again, goddammit. Davey Richards! You could have done anybody else. Davey Richards? Oh, but Eddie Edwards near it. Shut up! Nobody give a damn about the Wolves. The only wolf I care about is the wolf pack. Don't turn your back on the wolf pack. Don't turn your back on the wolf pack. You might wind up in a body bag. Sorry. AJ Styles. paid homage to TNA, and they actually let AJ show up on the show. They contacted WWE, and WWE allowed them to show up. And I thought that was special. That was really, really good. There is no TNA without AJ Styles. Period. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. You want to tell me that it's Jeff Jarrett? Fuck Jeff Jarrett. I said it. Fuck Jeff Jarrett. You want to tell me it's Raven? You want to tell me it's all these other people that help make the... There is no TNA without AJ Styles. This company would not be where it is. It wouldn't have gone 20 years if it wasn't for AJ Styles. AJ Styles built the house called TNA. Because TNA is the house that AJ Styles built. He stopped saying that, man. AJ used to be so... Why isn't he fighting Roman Reigns? AJ Styles sitting there on Raw not doing anything. He could be fighting Roman Reigns. And making Raw the house that AJ Styles built. But instead, nah, he's stuck doing nothing. That don't make no goddamn sense. We have to call back Brock Lesnar. I'll be really pissed off. Really pissed off if they gave that belt to Brock. Because that's not going to change anything. AJ is here. Like he was here for TNA. He's still doing it. Daily. Even in his old age. He's in his 40s now, still doing it. But yeah, they let him come in. And that was good. That was really, really cool. That was a special moment. Perhaps the best video package of them all. And I love Sting's. But AJ's, man. AJ's hit. And I don't care what y'all got to say. To me, if you are making a top 50 list of the best wrestlers in the world, if AJ Styles is not on that list, I don't take it seriously. I'm telling you right now, you cannot make a top 50 greatest of all time without AJ Styles. If I look at your list, I don't see AJ Styles, I'm ripping it up. I'm tossing it away. AJ Styles, get ready to fly. I am. I'm tossing it away. You cannot, for the life of me, tell me to my face. My face. I can't feel my face. My face that AJ Styles is not one of the greatest of all time. Man, that was good. You know what wasn't good? Okay, let me start by prefacing this. Thank you, Mickie James, for bringing some much needed notoriety to women's wrestling in terms of the indies, period, because you're a legend. I am going to assume she had a hand in this match, along with Gail Kim. They probably worked their asses off to make this match what it is. So, what I have to say is not a knock on you, as in Mickie James, or a knock on Gail Kim. It's not a knock on the performers. Well, not all the performers. It's not a knock on anything else. I just think the concept, the match concept, just doesn't work for me. I have never been a fan of the King of the Mountain concept. Thought it was kind of stupid and kind of overcomplicated and convoluted for no reason. You pin somebody, they get locked up, but you have to pin someone to then be able to hang a belt. So essentially, see, me trying to explain it is stupid. Here's how the king, queen of the mountain match works. You have multiple people inside the ring, right? Cool. When you pin them, you then get an opportunity to become the king, queen of the mountain by climbing the ladder and hanging the championship on a pole. Now, when you pin someone, they get locked in the cage for a couple of minutes. And when that happens, you're allowed to pin as many people as you want. But when you pin them, you can then climb the ladder and hang the championship. When you hang the championship, you win the match. See how convoluted that is? I don't like that. I just never liked that concept. So when they tried to do it with the women, you really see how this match just does not work. I thought it was overcomplicated. I thought, although the women tried to make it work, it's not a match that I think really should be done a lot. And I'm kind of glad to know that they didn't do it a lot. There aren't a lot of King of the Mountain matches. But yeah, I don't like this concept. So, no offense to the women, I didn't like this match. But because I didn't like it doesn't mean that everyone else has to hate it. I feel like, despite me not liking the match, I can respect it for what it is. Because the women, they killed themselves to make this work. Other than Tasha Steelz, which, let's just get to it. I don't know who this Tasha Steelz is, but she needs work. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because wasn't she in a tag team with Kiera Hogan? Kiera Hogan is awesome. I love Kiera Hogan. She's great. I'm happy they picked her up. That's a mini Sasha Banks. She's gonna be awesome. Tasha Steelz? I'm not feeling it. I'm not at all. I'm just like, why was she champion? You have a division with Deonna Purrazzo, female Dean Malenko, Deonna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green. Oh my goodness. Magnificent, gorgeous, beautiful lover. Chelsea Green. Jordynne Grace, the modern day China. Let's call it like it is. She can kick everybody's ass. Mia Yim. My girl Mia Yim. And Mickie James, who wasn't even in the match. That's who should have been the last opponent. Imagine if you replaced Tasha Steelz with Mickie James. I might like the match a little bit more. But Tasha Steelz, she ain't good. Like, during the match, she botched the pinfall count. And it was so obvious she botched it. It was like, yo, that is awful. And you could tell Chelsea was just like, just continue the match. When the referee was counting 1, 2, and then she kicked out, and she's like, what the fuck were you doing? And then she really had to pin her down to keep her down. And commentary team was like, no, that was a 3. And like, no, it wasn't. She kicked out. No, it wasn't. She kicked out. But they pinned her again and pinned. The crowd went. When that moment happened, the crowd just went silent and they lost them. They lost the crowd at that moment. That moment is when they lost the crowd. And I went, shit. Let's see if they can get them back. Now, they do get them back. There were 2 spots that got them back. It was Mia Yim doing the Shelton Benjamin ladder run. Yeah, you gonna get him to block you on Twitter. You better stop that. You better leave Shelton stuff alone. Let Shelton be doing his moves. They'll be doing Shelton's moves for him. But she did the Shelton Benjamin ladder run, which was cool. And then it was that table bump that Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green took. Oh my God. So they're on top of the ladder because, they pin people and they can climb the ladder to hang up the belt. And I think it was Jordynne Grace who came over and pushed him. Was it Jordynne Grace or Mia Yim? Someone came over and pushed him over. These 2 women fell from on top of that ladder. It fell over onto tables and they practically died. They practically lost a life. Or 2 lives. It was devastating. And I was just like, y'all are crazy as fuck, but that was an awesome fucking spot. I could never take that bump. Respect to them for taking that bump, because I know it hurt. I know that bitch hurt. It hurt both of them. I could not, because just imagine, here's my thing. It's one thing if it's multiple tables, because usually what happens when you're on top of the ladder like that, you have like 4 tables stacked on top of each other. That's fine, because then the fall can be broken with the tables. It still hurts, but it won't be as bad when your fall gets broken with the tables. You know what I mean? It's different. It still hurts. Imagine you only got 2 tables and you fall off that ladder. That shit hurts, man. Jesus Christ. Crazy spot. the other thing that kind of confused me was the ending. So, Jordynne Grace won. And I went, that's interesting. Kind of feel like this should have been Mia Yim's match. Did anyone else feel that way? Did anyone else kind of feel like this should have been Mia Yim's match? That's just how I feel. I feel like this should have been a match for Mia Yim to win. And if not Mia Yim, maybe a Deonna Purrazzo or a Chelsea Green. Like, Jordynne Grace, I'm just like, they didn't do anything for me. I feel like you should have given it to Mia Yim. This should have been Mia Yim's match. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, they gave it to Jordynne Grace, and I'm like, all right, well, cool. Sorry, I didn't like the match. I didn't like Tasha Steelz. I don't like Tasha Steelz. I think she needs work. I see a lot of people. I told y'all, watch my review at your own. I told y'all to watch my review at your own race. I say I don't like Tasha Steelz. Sorry. I didn't think she was all that great. I thought that botch spot was horrific, and it really killed the crowd. Then Mia Yim and then Chelsea and Deonna had to fucking kill themselves to get the crowd back. And yeah, they gave it to Jordynne Grace at the end, which was like a, what? Okay, whatever. I don't know. I don't like the concept. Didn't like a lot of stuff in the match, but ultimately, it's whatever. It's whatever. So y'all have fun with that. Y'all can roast me for saying I don't like Tasha Steelz. Because I see people like, she's great. She's great. Okay. Yeah, y'all can. From what I saw tonight, she needs work. So y'all gonna have to find me at least a couple of matches to watch, because I don't see how y'all can say she's great. Yeah, it is whatever. This is a decent match. I'm not gonna trip too much about it. Again, I'm admitting that this is just not a concept I like. So maybe this is just something that, like, TNA hardcore fans would appreciate. I never liked King of the Mountain. And I don't like Queen of the Mountain. That's just me. But congratulations to the women for doing the first ever Queen of the Mountain match. I'm pretty sure you put a lot of hard work into it. And I'm pretty sure you're going to come out with a lot of rave reviews for it. People right now in the live chat are saying it was great. And they're defending Tasha Steelz too. So, hey, that's fine. You can roast me. Again, I don't hate Jordynne Grace. I think Jordynne Grace is a great wrestler. I just kind of feel like, I don't know. I was hoping for, like, maybe a Mia Yim or someone that I know is like, okay, this fresh blood, something. Let's go. I'm not saying Jordynne Grace is not fresh blood, but it's like, didn't she already win the belt? Mia Yim has never won the belt. So that's just my opinion. All right, doesn't really matter. Main event time. Impact World Championship. Josh Alexander defends his belt against Eric Young. Listen here. Both of y'all are some cheaters. Because y'all know what y'all did. You already knew that bringing in the finishers of TNA legends and implementing that into the match, from the ankle lock to the Styles Clash to Jeff Jarrett's finisher to Abyss's finisher to Christopher Daniels' best moonsault ever being me to Kurt Angle's moonsault. You guys were just doing all the main eventers. The Sting. I think they even did they do a Stinger Splash? I'm trying to remember. Did they even try to do anything that Sting could do? I feel like they did either a Stinger Splash or something close to it. But it was a pure nostalgia match. And I went, fuck y'all. Because that's cheating. That's cheating. It was a great match. I think Eric Young looked amazing. For a 42-year-old, he looked awesome inside that ring. Smooth. Smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. But, I thought this match was great. I thought Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, was phenomenal. I can't believe I'm saying this, but he's a young Kurt Angle. Seriously, he's great. He gives me 2006 Kurt Angle vibes. And hell, if he continues to do what he's doing, he could be the next Kurt Angle. Or the first Josh Alexander, but this generation's Kurt Angle, if that makes any sense. He's great. Yeah, I thought the match was great. I just loved it. It was a nostalgia match. Them peeling back the ring apron to show the wood. You know, I like that spot. I just kind of have to wonder, how is that not a disqualification? Was this not... You know, like, I feel like that should be grounds for a disqualification. Like, them doing that in a no DQ match, I'm cool with. But in this type of match, I'm like, shouldn't he get disqualified for doing that? That doesn't seem fair. All right, maybe... I don't know. I don't know how this works. But anyways, they peeled off the ring apron and showed the wood, and did their finishers on the wood, and I think Josh Alexander hit his double underhook pile driver to pin Eric Young. And that was it. He retained, and that was the show. And you know what? Ultimately, despite my review, despite how I feel, this show was for the modern and past TNA Impact fans. It was nostalgia for you. So if you got your feel of nostalgia, good for you. Good for you. Now, if we're going to go forward with this, and the plan is to do another nostalgia show in the future, which they should. Come on. You can do one more. And really go all out with it. Get the 6-sided ring, go to Universal Studios, sell the tickets, see if you can get AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. I'm pretty sure Tony Khan will let you use Samoa Joe. See if you can really go all out with the nostalgia. See what you can do. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm personally cool with them at least trying to bring in some old female wrestlers and talents and tag teams. And see if you can do a TNA Originals versus modern day Impact Wrestling show. See if you can make that work. See if you can get AJ Styles to come in and fight Josh Alexander. A Samoa Joe to come in and fight a Moose. Maybe mix it up a little bit. Christopher Daniels coming in to fight, I don't know, there's so many things you could do. Y'all, Sami Callihan, you can make that work. I really just want them to go all out with the nostalgia. Because I think that would be really good. That would really sell out some. You could probably get an arena with that. Screw the Universal Studios. But I say Universal Studios because that's an easy get. You don't have to work too hard to get that. But, yeah, I thought this was a solid show. It was a solid nostalgia show. Can't hate on that. But that's just my opinion. All right, so, yeah, you guys give me your thoughts. How y'all feel about it? Is the pay-per-view worth buying? Stream it. Stream it. It's a stream it. You should watch it. But spending $40. If you don't, just stream it. See if you can find it somewhere and stream it and watch it that way. I don't know if I can say it's worth the $40, but that's just me. Stream it. Definitely worth seeing at least. So yeah. All right. Well, thank y'all for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to the live chat. I'm still looking at 150 people here live. I'm gonna turn on super chats. I'm seeing people subscribing. Thank y'all for subscribing, by the way. What do y'all think? How y'all feel? How y'all feel about this show? Let me see what y'all talking about. Do I think the North will reunite one day? That's Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, right? I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they need to right now. Richard Atkinson said they did the wood spot on TV. Oh, okay. It's a callback to what happened on the main Impact show. Khalil Does Everything says, I've watched a YouTuber who said that Impact has the best women's division in all of wrestling today, and that Tasha Steelz is the top women's wrestler this year. See, I almost don't want to comment on that because I feel like it's a trap. You get me? Not saying that you said that to trap me, Kilio, but I'm like, even if you thought she's a good wrestler, the best women's wrestler all year? Better than Thunder Rosa? Better than Utami? Better than Kyrie? Better than Becky Lynch? Better than Bianca Belair? Better than Asuka? No! No! No, 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 no. She wasn't even the best wrestler in the match. That was Deonna Purrazzo. I wouldn't put her above Deonna Purrazzo. Get the... Y'all killing me with this Tasha Steele stuff. Kiera Hogan's a better wrestler than her. Athena's a better wrestler than her. Jay Cargill's a better wrestler than her. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Best female wrestler all year? Mickie James is a better wrestler than her. What in the world? Let me see the matches that makes y'all say that. Please, send me the matches. Tweet me the matches. I need to see this match that makes me think y'all are telling me that this woman is the best female wrestler out there. Because no. Absolutely not. That makes me hate her even more. I don't hate her. But that just makes me go, ugh. I'm sorry. I don't feel it. Yeah, sorry. I can't. I don't think... Tell you what, she's better than Eva Marie and Nia Jax. I'll put her above Nia Jax. Yeah, I'm sorry. She needs work. Because I watched her and went, she ain't the one. She ain't the one. All right, what y'all talking about in here? Gail Kim is a producer. I figured she was. Isn't Mickie James one too? Or is it just Gail Kim? Because I think Mickie James also produces. Or is it she produces but not for Impact? I think she is a producer. But yeah, that makes sense. Gail Kim should be a producer. Let's see here. The only reason Taya and Rosemary tagged with each other because I think Havoc injured. Oh, Havoc got hurt. Was it Havoc and Rosemary? Well, Taya's awesome. Taya, you can never go wrong with Taya. Thunder Rosa lost to the Virtuosa. Oh, she lost to Deonna Purrazzo last year? Deonna, beast. Do I think we'll see Austin Aries? No! My bad. I didn't mean to yell. I'm sorry. No! I'm gonna stop. Moose is so underrated. Yes. Moose is great. Like I said, he's the best all-around talent they have. Moose is number one. Quite frankly, he should be number one. He should be the champion. I like Josh Alexander, but my champion would be Moose. That's just me. The most significant moment in TNA history was when they brought in Hogan. Sports Talk, Eli. Okay, I can't hate on that. That was a pretty significant moment, though. What do y'all think? What do y'all think is the most significant moment? Are you in agreement with him? I don't know. I just kind of feel like, I wouldn't call that the most significant moment. But maybe it was. Mike Bottomless Pit Dunham. Moose recently had a good world title run. Yeah, I remember watching some of his matches. I feel like Moose is one of the best ones they got right now in terms of like an all-around talent. How do I feel about Moose versus Brock Lesnar? You know what? I'd pay to see it. That sounds like a good match. Really good match. Damn, sounds like an awesome match. Did anybody find me the link to Don West's GoFundMe? Did anyone post that? Everyone's naming their tag teams. Oh my god. LAX, Beer Money, Aces and Eights. Screw it. Bring them back. Bring back Aces and Eights. The Dudleys, of course. Beer Money Inc. You can't go wrong with Beer Money. Beer Money. Team Canada. Yep. Bad Influence. Yep. The Wolves. And then I asked you guys, who each y'all have brought in as the fifth original? Someone said Matt Morgan. Hell Yeah! Matt Morgan? Hell yeah! He would have been dope. Samoa Joe would have been freaking dope. Yeah, EC3 would have been great. I love EC3. Yeah, literally anyone else but Davey Richards. That was such a fucking letdown. That was such a letdown. Someone said AJ Styles is top 15. Maybe top 30. Top 30? I don't know top 15. Top 15 is really, really hard. I don't know about top 15, but top 30 for sure. Oh, yeah. I'd definitely give him a top 30 spot. Someone said Tasha Steelz is underrated. Okay. Again, show me some matches where she's actually good. Hawk says Tasha is awesome. We got some defenders here for Tasha Steelz. Someone said Tasha Steelz is a good talker. Okay. Is that what it is? She's a good talker? Because I'm like, she was not good inside the ring, though. She probably is a better talker, a better character than wrestler. Maybe that's what is making people like her. Because everyone's like, she's awesome. I'm like, she's not that good inside the ring, though. So it's probably her talking ability that draws fans, which she didn't show tonight. All right, like, again, you have my email. Send me some matches where she was actually good. If y'all don't like the fact that I ripped her apart, send me matches where you thought she was good, and I'll watch it and I'll tell you. Juan Parakeet, a B- is solid. Yeah, B- is solid. See, this is how you get blocked. How is B- solid? Go check the word solid in the dictionary. Solid means it was enjoyable. That's a very fine, kind word. And don't tell me how to use my grade system, sir. I have my grade system, you have yours. If you have a problem with my grades, too fucking bad. All right, I come up here with my reviews, my opinions. You don't get to tell me what I need to feel about this show. So, you know what? That'll be a warning for you, Juan. I know you just got here, but this is also what bothers me about people like him. It's a B-. It's not like a C or a D+ or an F. It's a B-. It's a solid show. What's wrong with that? Why do people have issues with grades? It's a fucking B-. Dude. How do you have an issue with a B-? Do I think Tasha Steelz is worse than Big Swole? Oh. Big Swole before Crohn's disease or after? I don't know. It's a good question. See, here you go again, Juan. No, solid would be a B+. If you thought it was solid, it'd be a B+. See now, dude? Okay. So since you're telling me what my grades are, I'm telling you what my grades are. All right? You don't get to tell me what my grades are. You can get out of here now. Bye. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't got time for that. Like, you said the show was solid, it should be a B+. It's a B-. B- is a B-, sir. Respect people's opinions, respect people's grades. Anything more than a tag. Tasha Steelz. Yeah, everyone's starting to think. See, I think now that I pointed out that she's not good inside the ring, those that were saying, I thought she was awesome, are now going, okay, yeah, you're right. Maybe she does need a little work. Yeah, she needs some work. She still got like a sore thumb in that match. Chelsea was great. Deanna was great. Mia was great. Jordan was great. Mickey was great. If it was those five, I probably would have liked the match. Tasha Steelz, nah, man, she still got like a sore thumb. I'm just saying. Nick Brunner. Gunner would have been better. Gunner. You know what? No. Fuck Gunner. That's a no for me. You know who would have been better? Oh, what was his name? It's Dexter Lumis. What was Dexter Lumis's name in TNA? What was his name? It started with an S. Shit. What was his name? Dexter Lumis. Whatever his name was, he would have been an awesome person. How about that? Consequences Creed. Xavier Woods? You think we can get him? Samuel Shaw. Thank you. Samuel Shaw would have been a great replacement. A great fifth man. Yeah, he would have been dope. But yeah. Y'all, I enjoyed TNA. I actually enjoyed watching the show. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was the greatest show in the world either. I gave you my honest, detailed review on the show. If you thought the show was great, all power to you. If you loved the show and thought it was your show of the year, then I want you to take the show, hang it up on your wall in a nice little case, and pray to it every single night. If that's what you think, that's for you, man. You know, I hope you enjoy it. But for me, yeah, nah. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll let you guys have fun discussing Impact Wrestling TNA in the live chat in the comments. So this upcoming week, preview for AEW Forbidden Door on Wednesday, and then the pay-per-view on Sunday. I don't really see a reason to talk about Raw or SmackDown this week. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no interest in watching Raw tomorrow. I have no interest in watching SmackDown on Friday. But next week is Money in the Bank, so tell you what, I'll take a break this week from Raw and SmackDown, but next week I'll do a Raw and SmackDown review because of Money in the Bank next Sunday. So we'll do that. Sounds good? But yeah, let's stick to TNA. I wish it was called TNA. Let's stick to AEW. AEW this week, not TNA. Although if you do the TNA original, tell you what, if they do a TNA One Night Stand show, I'll watch Impact. I will review Impact for a month. You have my word. Whatever month the TNA original show is in, I will review Impact for a month. You have my word. But I need the TNA One Night Stand. Okay? Give that to me. Whatever month that's in, I'll watch it. I'll watch Impact for a full month and review it. Now, I need to show up to these reviews. Okay? But that's the only reason I'll do a weekly review for the show. Sounds good? Cool. But yeah, AEW this week, and then WWE next week. And then whatever happens, craziness, newsworthy, I'll come up here live. But until then, thank you guys for making me a part of your day. As you file out, leave a comment, leave a like, donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, whichever way you want to. Super thanks, all that. And until next time, this is Alyx, just Alyx, signing off right here in Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm out. Peace.